Hey guys, welcome to the program. I just wanted to, hang on one second, I gotta turn this camera around here. Hang on. Let's see. Turn around. Here we go. I think. There we go. Sorry about that. So welcome to the program. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm thrilled to be with you here today because I think I'm going to share some information that will really jumpstart your weight loss journey if you're struggling, and just kind of fuel it if you've already got a good program going. So I'm going to share with you the importance of certain foods on a weight loss journey. But the first thing I want to make sure that you are aware of is that it will not impact your budget, and you will not have to spend a lot more money in order to lose weight. That's so important. That was really important for me when I began losing weight and really getting serious about losing weight. I just was under the misconception that I had to buy into certain high-end meal plans and just do a certain thing that I wasn't used to doing in order to lose weight and keep it off. That is not the case. In fact, my number one rule for my clients is that if you can't do this forever, don't do it. In other words, you have to figure out for you. What will work for you may not work for me, but you have to figure out for yourself and for your family what fits into your budget, what fits into your taste buds, and what you can do for life. Because the important thing is to remember that this is a lifetime journey. This is not you lose 50 pounds and you go back to what you were doing prior. This is you do this thing for life. So towards the end, I'm going to share with you a typical day in my life, what I eat here at home when I'm super busy and we're always on a budget. I will share that with you, but I want to start right now is the time for you to get out pen and paper, because you need to jot down these important facts about the foods that you are eating and that you want to feed your family. So I'm going to share with you 9 strategies about getting the right foods into your house that will help you lose weight naturally. And I am a testament to that. I can tell you when I eat this way and I need to lose a few pounds, the weight really does fall off naturally. God created food to keep us at a healthy weight, not for us to be overweight. You need to know that. So if you're eating food the way God intended and you're eating what God intended, the weight will come off naturally. All right? So let's get started. Number 1, the important thing to remember is that whenever you can, eat fresh foods. And they may be, and I'm not just saying fresh right out of the garden, but spend more time in the produce section than you normally do. Start your journey there in the grocery store. Start in the produce section. Spend a lot of time there and try to incorporate more fresh foods whenever possible. Add some fresh vegetables to the sides of your dishes. Cucumbers, carrots, celery, add some fresh fruits, obviously, but just the awareness of the importance of fresh is so powerful. So just thinking that I need to be adding fresh foods to my grocery list more often than not. It amazes me how often, if we weren't really conscious about it, we could go through an entire day without eating a fresh fruit or a vegetable. And that is truly damaging, not just to our bodies, but to our brains as well. So if you have kids, they need to be eating fresh fruits and vegetables so that they can concentrate in school, so that they can focus in school, they can do well on tests, they can rest better, they can perform better as athletes. It is vital all around. So just think about that. Secondly, fiber-rich foods. Okay, so fiber-rich foods are, again, fruits and vegetables. So if you're already thinking fresh, you've already got this second one covered. Now, for those of you out there who are wanting to lose weight, consider this when you are eating fiber-rich foods. For every 7 grams of fiber that you consume, or for every gram of fiber, that you consume, you can basically discount 3 or 7 calories from your day. So at the end of the day, if you're consuming the daily recommended amount for people who are trying to lose weight, which is 25 to 35 grams, you can basically discount 300 calories. That is a significant amount for those of us who survive on about 1,200 calories when we're trying to lose weight. So fiber-rich foods are important. Dark leafy greens, some good apples, kiwi, those are all fiber-rich foods. Get those into your diet. Number 3, think fruit, not juice. So often, especially this time of year, it's cold, it's flu season, we're sick. A lot of people are saying, well, we need to get some orange juice, we need to get some vitamin C. No, you need to eat the real thing. The juices are typically higher in calories, the sugar concentration is higher. We need to be getting the vitamins and nutrients from the real thing, and thereby lowering our calories, but still getting, maybe even increasing the vitamins and nutrients. So that is important on a weight loss journey, because you can consume upwards of 600-700 calories in juice alone. I had a friend of mine years ago who was on her weight loss journey, and that was just astounding to her when she started calculating that she was consuming upwards of 600 calories in orange juice on a daily basis. That is just amazing. Eat the orange. Don't always drink the orange juice. It's not a bad thing, but if you're trying to lose weight, it will make it harder. So eat the fruit, not the juice. Number 4, consider foods that have a higher water concentration. Again, we're talking fruits and vegetables. So the underlying, the foundation here is that we are getting fruits and vegetables into our diet that will naturally help us lose weight. Fruits and vegetables are where it's at. And when you're thinking about increasing water, fruits and vegetables that have increased water, you're thinking about strawberries and watermelon. And when you're thinking about vegetables, you're thinking about lettuce and cucumbers and zucchini and celery. Now, the main reason for this is just that when you have more water, when you're taking in more water, you feel fuller longer. So it's just a little trick to help you lose weight naturally, but it's a good trick, and it's also a way to get you to consume more natural foods. Number 5, foods that boost your metabolism are great to help you lose weight naturally. And some of those are hot peppers, green teas, berries. This is what you need to know about processed foods, okay? When we're trying to stay away from them, and I know we can't forever, but knowledge is power here. So just knowing this one thing could probably help you. Processed foods will spike your insulin, which equates to your body storing fat instead of burning it. And we don't want that. So if you just know that when we eat processed foods, your body automatically goes into fat storage mode. We don't want that. We want our body burning fat. So that's why we want to eat foods that boost our metabolism. So add some banana peppers to that sandwich. If you like green tea, drink it. When you're thinking fruits, think berries. Those boost your metabolism, but so do whole grains. So consider whole grains on your sandwiches and whole grain rice and that type of thing. You are incorporating foods that naturally boost your metabolism and naturally help you lose weight. Phenomenal. I love it. Number 6, healthy fats. I love this. Know this. Monounsaturated fats will automatically help you burn fat, especially here in your midsection. That's powerful for us ladies. That is one of our areas that we struggle with. So you need to be eating monounsaturated fats. You say, what are those? I say they are avocados, olives, nuts, and seeds. And you're automatically probably thinking, oh my goodness, those are high in calories. Yes, they are. Portion control is key here, but just know when you're eating it in the right portions and you are doing this in moderation, you're making your body a fat burning machine. You're allowing your body to do what it does naturally without all the added stress and work. So it's so important. Number 7, I love this, and I'm going to show you some on my plate today. Superfoods. You need to be incorporating superfoods into your diet. Now, you may say, well, isn't this what you're talking about? All of these are superfoods. And yes, they are. But when we really identify superfoods, we are talking about foods that have a high nutrient, all around nutrient content. So that just means they're just good for us all around. They're good for weight loss. They're good for our mind. They're good for sleep. They're good for they just do so much for our bodies physically and mentally. So you need to be incorporating superfoods. This is where you need to really think about your family, your spouses, and your children, and your loved ones. And you say, I really want my husband to sleep better. He struggles at night. He's stressed. His job is stressful. We need to be incorporating some of these high nutrient dense foods to really help him sleep at night. Your kids are struggling in school. They can't focus for more than 30 seconds at a time. You need to be incorporating these nutrient dense foods for them. It is so important. So let's talk about some of them. You might be surprised by this one. We eat these basically every day in our house. Eggs. Listen to what eggs have. And I'm not just talking egg whites. We eat the whole egg. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B6, vitamin B12. 100% of the carotenoids that we need for healthy eyes are found in eggs. Now, if you spend too much time looking at a screen, I know I do some days, not because I want to, but because it is just part of my job. If that is you, you need to be incorporating eggs into your diet to help restore your vision and keep your vision healthy. Secondly, sweet potatoes, 150% more antioxidants than blueberries. We always talk about blueberries having all the antioxidants. Sweet potatoes, 150% more of the antioxidants than blueberries. Also vitamin C. Again, we're talking flu season here. Everybody you know is sick. If you want to keep your own family healthy, get some sweet potatoes into the house. Bake them, roast them, whatever you need to do. Get some sweet potatoes into the house. The other thing about eggs is that, and why I love starting my day and my kiddos' day off with eggs, is because they're rich in protein, they're energy sustaining. So a lot of our kids are they're leaving the house at 7:30 and they might not be eating again till noon. They need something that is going to keep them satiated through that morning time, and you need that too, so that you're not off running to the vending machine. Protein rich, energy sustaining, eggs will stave off feelings of hunger and fatigue. Okay, so get some eggs, hard-boiled eggs, however you want to prepare them, but get some eggs into your diet. That's my favorite. Get those superfoods. I would really recommend trying to maybe get 1 or 2 superfoods in every single day for everybody in the family. Other superfoods would be spinach, obviously. Another superfood would be kiwi. So get those superfoods into your diet every single day. You're not just doing yourself a favor on your weight loss journey, but you're really changing the dynamics of your household. That is powerful, and that is just so exciting. Number 8, avoid empty calories. This is so important on a weight loss journey. Empty calories do nothing but make us feel guilty and remorseful later because they provide little nutrients or vitamins, almost no nutritional value, so they're not helping us anywhere. And those would be cakes, cookies, pastries. You're not looking at a house that is empty of those items. We just try, this person mostly, I guess, a couple of the others, some would eat them. If they're here, they're going to eat them. But for my situation, and sometimes I try with the kids, we just try to really eat those in moderation. Energy drinks are part of that. I'm still really frustrated about the whole energy drink industry and how they really try to make us as moms, I think especially, feel like our kids need them to perform well, when in fact they're just downright dangerous for us and they're just empty calories. If your child needs hydrated and they need energy and they're at a basketball game, you just need to give them a bottle of water. That's what they need. All these contain excess calories, excess sugar, and very, very little nutritional value. So watch those, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. And finally, and this is really important, this is why I say this house is not void of cakes, cookies and pastries and other items that you might not see on a weight loss journey, because I feel like it's important for us to feed our temptations. It's really important for us to know what we crave and to feed that on some level, because if we don't, it will typically lead to overeating or an all-out binge in my own personal experience. So don't avoid them. The occasional indulgence will ward off you overeating or actually binging, and actually keep you going and keep you revitalized and on your weight loss journey. The only thing to remember here is just that if you're trying to lose weight, just keep it within your daily calorie budget. It's like looking at your checkbook. If you have some left over at the end of the day, good, you can spend it. If you don't, you can't. That's how I like to look at it. So now let me show you a little bit about what a typical day for me looks like. And this is actually how I started off my day this morning and most days. And hopefully you all can see this. But this is just my classic egg sandwich. I do this just about every day. You all have heard me say that I love Healthy Life bread. Auntie Anne's makes a low-cal bread too that some of my clients like a little bit more than Healthy Life. They say that it's a little bit softer and they just feel like it's a better texture for them. So whatever kind of bread you like, what I love about this bread is it's 35 calories a slice. So 2 slices of this bread is 70 calories, 1 fried egg, and when you're thinking energy, when you're thinking natural weight loss, when you're thinking health and nutritional value, always think berries. Berries are so good on a weight loss journey and a health and wellness journey. So these were actually on sale this week at Aldi. I think they're still on sale. So check out the blueberries and the strawberries from Aldi, and hopefully we'll be seeing new sales for fresh berries at our other grocery stores in the coming weeks and months. But that's my favorite way to start off my day. That takes about 5 minutes for me to prepare. Fry the egg, same time I'm making the toast, and maybe even in less time because I can whip that up like nothing. So that's a typical breakfast for me, and it will usually keep me going till lunchtime. I like to eat lunch around 11:30, and at that time I vary it up a little bit. Sometimes lunches get a little boring for me, so I might do salads from Kroger. I like the salads that are in their produce section already prepared, that have the chicken and the dressing. I like to do those a lot. But if I'm home and I'm preparing something for myself, this is a typical lunch for me. This is a turkey burger. So Jenny-O makes a great turkey burger. Aldi has turkey burgers. These are just frozen turkey burgers. And you can see there's no bun. So I'll do one of 2 things. If I feel like a bun, I'll have a bun, but I might opt out of the chips. These are just tortilla chips. Those are a staple in our house. Not a whole lot of nutritional value, but good crunch. And I like to have those with salsa. And so I'll either have the chips or the bun. I won't do both because that's just too many carbohydrates, too many unnecessary and not really whole complex carbohydrates. They're just simple, so my body's going to store them as fat if they're excess and I don't burn them off. So chances are in the middle of the day I might not get a chance to burn them off, so I'm going to do one or the other. So this is just a turkey burger, but what I do want to show you is my favorite cheese, because cheese can really up the calories in a meal. So this is the cheese that we buy here at our house, always thin cut slices, because 1 slice of this is only 35 calories and it doesn't taste like a processed cheese like, in the single slice cheese. This is a really good cheese, melts really well, and we love this cheese in our house. So that's my lunch. And then for dinner, it is just a classic. I try to have sweet potatoes all the time because I'm just in love with sweet potatoes. I put the brown sugar on there for your benefit more. I don't really have to have it, but it can sweeten it up a little, especially if you're trying it for the first time and you're trying to acquire that taste. I recommend a little bit of brown sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit. These green beans look fresh, but they weren't. They were frozen in the bag. And then just a grilled chicken breast that I drizzled with just a little bit of honey mustard, but I prepared it in the oven, so it was almost I didn't really have to pay attention. I just stuck it in there and let it go. Same time as the sweet potato. Little maintenance on my part. For me, that was easier than going through the drive-thru. I get more headaches in a drive-thru. So if you're busy, then this is simpler than going through the drive-thru with your kiddos because they're always messing up. They take too long, and we typically feel guilty about what we're getting there. So if you're feeling guilty about what you're purchasing in the drive-thru, just begin to think that you can prepare a meal in your oven with less stress and sometimes less maintenance than a typical drive-thru. So what do I snack on? Well, sometimes my snacks are healthier than others, but typically I love yogurt. This is just a basic fit and active yogurt, but I recommend really exploring the yogurt section at your grocery store. I've had a yummy Dan & Layton Fit strawberry cheesecake yogurt that was just heavenly. Less than 100 calories. I've had so many delicious flavors of yogurt that it is just like eating a yummy dessert treat at night. A trail mix bar. My favorites are the fruit and nut. They are typically the healthiest, have the most vitamins and nutrients, get the best grade on the Fujicate. Nature Valley is probably one of the best, but I did find these at Aldi the other day. This is a dark chocolate cherry, so not so bad. And then every now and then when I do just want a chocolate chip cookie or something a little more processed, maybe not as healthy, I try to stick to the 100 calorie packs of those items so that I'm really watching my portions there. I will tell you this, mostly whole, that's my goal. Mostly whole, that's my goal. So when I'm at the grocery store, that's just kind of what I'm saying to myself as I'm praying, Lord, help me make the right decisions. I'm always praying about how much money I spend. Help me to spend the money wisely. This is how much I have, Lord. Help me to find what I need for my family for this amount. And I've also added, and Lord, help me make decisions and help me choose items that will take care of these temples that you have provided us here temporarily. And so I just began saying, mostly whole, that's my goal. I can't be completely whole. It's just not in our lifestyle right now. But mostly whole, that is my goal. So I hope and pray that this was a blessing to you, that it motivated you, that you are ready to do this. Don't let another day, another minute, another meal go by. Get in that refrigerator. I know there are things that you can build up a nice, healthy plate, and you can begin this weight loss journey. You can feel good about what you're feeding your family. You can feel good about what you're putting into your own body. Tell us what you think about this episode. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you're struggling with in the comments section below. We will create a program and do a live session on that topic. We are here to help you lose weight once and for all. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you next week. You all have a wonderful, blessed, and healthy week. Bye-bye.